Hello and welcome to another update video. It has been a quiet day so far. The market has only been ranging, moved up a little bit higher today, but really nothing substantial. We haven't even broken resistance. We haven't even really broken above the swing high from Wednesday. Yeah, we're currently testing that level, but really since the last update, nothing noteworthy has happened. There has been a small shift in microstructure, but the levels are still being respected. Therefore, unfortunately, I haven't got any confirmation that we're breaking out to the upside or so. The price is still being kept down by this resistance area. Don't get confused, there are Fibonacci extension levels and Fibonacci retracement levels. I will actually take out the 161.8 because what I want to communicate is that ideally the price, to keep the yellow count alive at least, which would allow for one more low in this structure, the price should stay below 63,095. Now that's not me telling you it will. I'm just highlighting the concept of a possible 5-wave move down needs to be revised if the price breaks above the key pivot at 63,095. It's only a pivot, okay? It only tells us when probabilities for a larger corrective rally which does not fulfill, let's say, the character of an internal wave 4, when that becomes more likely, and that would be a break above 63,095. I think it's important to mention again that if we break out already now without one more low, then this move down was only a 3-wave move, ultimately making the yellow scenario, which is overall more bearish, less likely. Not impossible, but less likely, because if this move down was only a 3-wave move, while we can move down further eventually after maybe a corrective rally, this entire move down would turn into a diagonal, and these are just not the most probable structures. Instead, if we see a 5-wave move down, then we have some clarity, because with a 5-wave move down, which means one more low, the next rally should really be a corrective rally, and the next move down should be a 5-wave move. So that means after a 5-wave move down, we're gonna watch for a rally, which is corrective. We're gonna watch for one more low. That gives us a few trade setups to deal with, you know. At the moment, when we zoom in, I'm just simply watching now this resistance area, which we talked about in the previous video. As long as we stay below resistance, one more low is what I'm watching for, okay? But as I said, this is a pivot, so above 63,095, I'm not going to watch for a 5th wave down anymore. In that case, I would watch for a B wave rally then, okay? And we can talk about the resistance area when it happens. B wave, maybe wave 2, but then yeah, it's gonna be at least a B wave. So any break above 63,095 means at least a B wave rally, maybe even something more bullish. Why maybe something more bullish? Something more bullish is possible because the pullback is only in 3 waves, okay? Whenever the pullback is only in 3 waves, it keeps a direct move up scenario alive. But it would then still require a 5-wave move up. That's what I said in the last video. To really confirm a substantial low, we need a 5-wave move up. So it requires a 5-wave move up above resistance to suggest that something more bullish is going on. Zoomed out, okay, zoomed out, we're still holding above support. The support area is currently being respected by the price. So those Fibonacci levels are currently holding. And even if the price goes, you can see that even if the price goes a little lower, for example, in a more extended ABC structure in the white count, which is the bullish scenario as per previous updates, it can still stretch out quite easily still while maintaining the potential for an upside breakout, even after a more extended ABC structure, because 55,480 is the key support for the bullish count, and it is the pivot between the yellow scenario, which is more bearish, and the white scenario, which is more bullish. That's sort of the bigger picture, okay? So ultimately, for anybody who's looking at it, the bird's eye view, bigger picture, this is the support area that is currently being respected. Yeah, the price is respecting these levels here, specifically the 38.2 retracement. This is the area where we want to see a reversal to the upside in the white scenario. In the very short term, obviously, you know, we're talking about the microstructures. We're talking about, okay, maybe one more low, but this is all noise, okay? This is all noise. What really counts are the levels, and 55,480 sort of stands between the white count, which is more bullish, and the yellow one, which is more bearish. But how all that fits together, I talk about that every day in the first video, which is covering typically the daily chart. So if you're interested in checking that out in my first video today, I covered the daily, or you just, you know, subscribe, and tomorrow we'll do that again. Now, looking at the microstructure here, I still see this as a potential corrective rally, but I've relabeled it from an ABC into a WXY. And then in the Y wave, we have an ABC structure. So in the previous video, I shared with you that it takes a break minimally below 60,530 for an indication that a top has formed in wave 4. That level wasn't broken, so there was no indication a top has formed. Instead, we could now, with that latest swing low that formed, lift that key level. And I want to see now a break below 60,850 as a first indication that a top has formed. Okay, so that would be a trigger level signal. Signal to the downside and signal to the upside was communicated as well. We're now in resistance. And at the moment, I have no reason, let's say, to believe something more bullish, but a break above 63,095, our signal level, would open the door to more bullish interpretations. And then I would not watch for one more low in wave 5. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.